Kathy Pigg is a beautiful, wonderful lady who I've had the privilege of knowing at least 30 years. I've done a lot of work with Kathy Pigg, her company. It's always been good, it's been above board, it's been fair and straight. They have a wonderful company. Kathy Pigg has excelled in the construction business, she's excelled in her personal life, and she has excelled in ABC. She has come all the way up from close to the bottom in the construction business and ABC, all the way to the top. And the great thing about her is she's taken people with her. Kathy Pigg called, cajoled, pushed, threatened to whatever she had to do to build ABC. ABC was separate from her business, but she's gone to the top with it. I would say that Kathy Pigg is like an NFL quarterback. She was drafted at a young age by Mr. Robert Brindley. He saw her talents, he saw her disposition, he saw her personality. It fit the construction business. Kathy Pigg held the playbook for years for Brindley. She was in the background. She moved up. She kept moving up, but she was always watching the game. She was always in the game. And then, like any other good NFL quarterback, she's first string now. She made it the top of her profession, both in ABC and Brindley Construction Company. A well-respected, refined, wonderful lady that I am so proud that I can say that I'm her friend.
I met Kathy Pigg around the year 2000 through ABC. Our chapter was kind of young then, and she and I both were serving on committees. Immediately, she and I kind of found a kinship. Could not help but be captured by her enthusiasm and her magnetic personality. Really enjoyed working with her. We did some membership drives, which she is absolutely incredible at doing. Wish I had that skill, but I don't. But it was great to be around her and feed off that energy and help the chapter grow. And we saw great things happen at ABC, and Kathy was a big part of that. When I thought about this year who, in my view, was most deserving, Kathy's name came right to the top immediately. She follows in the footsteps of some other great recipients of that award, and I see her in that class of people based on having given her life to this industry and the way she treats people, the way she pours all of her energy, heart, and soul into this industry, both for Brindley Construction, for ABC, and now even with the North Alabama Craft Training Foundation as a board member. She's interested in what is best for our industry and the future of this industry and the people that make their living in this industry. She's a champion. So obviously I consider her a great nomination for this award.
Well, I first got to know Kathy working with Brindley Construction on different construction projects, and then was fortunate enough to work with Kathy when I served as chairman of the board, and also was asked to come back on the board and served another term with Kathy. There's several things that make Kathy deserving as the Eagle Award winner. Those of us who work with her on the board know that she's just tireless, gives 100% effort in everything she does. As far as recruiting, outstanding for new members, even nationally recognized for that. Even the excellence in construction, she was there when that was first brought on with ABC, and not just supported it, but went on to win several awards locally and also nationally, and continues to do that. She teaches classes and teaches other people how to do that, and that's just how Kathy is. If she commits to something, it's 100% effort. I've also heard people say that Kathy is deserving as a woman in construction, and to me that almost sells Kathy a little short. having Kathy on your team isn't just like having someone who made it to the top, but it's like having a Peyton Manning on your team. One of the great things about Kathy, those of us that know her, the last few years have been quite challenging for her. And Kathy has always managed to overcome, pick herself up, and get back to work. And it's just another attribute to her commitment to the construction industry and Brindley Construction.
I think Kathy Pigg is deserving of this award because she is been such a force in the construction industry. You know, she started when she was 18 and has been around in our company for 46 years. She's been in all parts of the construction industry, starting as a receptionist, moving up to a assistant of my dad's, secretary, and then moved into the project management and then sales and marketing of our firm. She's executive vice president of our company and basically been around all parts of construction throughout the last 40 years and has seen a lot of it and done a lot, and she's always been willing to help others, other construction companies, other folks, and especially other women in the construction where she could help them. I met Kathy when I was 9 years old. Kathy was the receptionist here, and you know, Kathy was trying hard to be professional as a receptionist, and I'm the 9-year-old running around stealing Cokes out of the Coke machine. My father, who started the company here, his big thing for you to be successful was persistence. And I would say the two words that get Kathy are persistence and perseverance. I think he would be extremely proud of Kathy and all her accomplishments. I think he might want to take a little credit for it, but I think he would be extremely, extremely proud of Kathy. You know, our company, we've always prided ourselves that our employees are family members, and truly the way I feel about Kathy is that she's part of my family.
I started to work for Robert Brindley at Brindley Construction in 1969. Mr. Brindley hired me as a receptionist. I was right off the farm. I was very lucky to come to work for a man that was very non-chauvinist, but he also believed if you wanted to advance, you had to show a lot of effort. So every time I wanted a raise, I had to take on a new position. I wound up moving up. I became his administrative assistant, a job that I really kept for the rest of my life. I became a project manager, multifamily construction. I became vice president. I was out in the field a great deal as a project manager. And then I moved into business development. I've just been the luckiest lady in the world. One of the things that I'm most proud of is that I have been an example of women in construction. And one of the things that makes me feel very proud today is having been the first woman selected to receive this award. What I'd like to say to that is there are plenty of ladies out there, fine, educated women that can help your company a great deal. We as an industry have been remiss in diversity. And I think we need to be on the cutting edge of promoting women, all nationalities in our industry. The luckiest day of my life probably was the day that I interviewed with Robert Brindley. In 1969, I walked into his office, and there he sat in this leather-filled, smoke-filled office, and he started asking me questions. And I can summarize Robert Brindley in his interview questions. He asked me if I knew how to post job cost. And I said, I don't know how, but I'm sure I can learn. He hired me then. And that was his philosophy that he taught us. We didn't have to know everything, but we had to go find out what we needed to know. He was a brilliant, brilliant person who instilled in all his employees the attitude to have a win, that we could have a win. You know, as I have mentioned, he was a hard taskmaster, but he gave me the opportunity to succeed and to fail. and I failed many times. I often say that I've been to the School of Hard Knocks. Instead of having a BS in construction, I've been to Robert Brindley's School of Hard Knocks. I feel so humbled and honored to receive this award. I have so many people to thank. My family, my mother and my father, my son, the Brindley family. We have been family. I've raised some of these boys, it seems like. My co-workers. We have a great team at Brindley, and I'm so proud that I have the opportunity to work with every one of them. And in addition, it's my ABC family. This really is a family. I was honored to serve as chairman in 2007, and I think I learned as much in that year working with the brilliant people and honest people and hardworking people in ABC. They've become my support system, and I am so proud of the things that they've gone on and done. The organization represents not only the best in our industry, it represents the best people in our industry. I'd also like to mention how much I admire Ronnie Brindley and what a leader, what a phenomenal leader he's been. He's followed in a great man's footsteps and excelled at that. I appreciate everything that he's done for me and for the company. Oh, Brian, I can't imagine what he said. Brian Cook, who is the only person in ABC that is a lot older than me. We share the same birthday. Alan, whose great leadership brought us through so many things in ABC. The Earleys, everyone involved, I want to thank. Michael Bullard, who introduced me tonight. How could I ever say enough about you? Thanks to each and every one of you. I love you all. You have saved my life many times, and I'm so thankful for your friendship.